Thank you, Boo.
Sounds like you've got a reputation.
To be Banuk is to push your body to its limits. I found my limits higher than most. Fearsome machines needed killing, and in my youth, I found I had a talent for killing them. Even now, my name carries such weight that when the claws beneath re-emerged, the Werak came to me.
Do you still have the same faith in
Can you hear me?
that your Werak seems to have?
Perhaps I did. Before I held my bow in shaking hands. Noticed, for the first time, the spots on my knuckles.
Yo.
What a strange thing it is to be old. To stare backward and see such distance. But
Type something so I can see if it pops up.
This machine, the claws beneath. Why travel all the way to the cut just to hunt it?
Some songs. They include a refrain. The return of a past moment. It seemed fitting.
You've hunted this thing before.
Must have been 20 winters
I got a
past.
different one. It doesn't have a mute switch.
We were so close to bringing the claws to bay. Closer than anyone else ever got.
We?
Me and my friend. He was a chieftain of my Werak then, a skilled hunter. Every few years, the claws would emerge in new locations.
Yeah, I know, right?
I knew of 2 chieftains he'd sent to their burial pyres. My friend became the third. This hunt, I had hoped to complete it in his honor.
So now if you have any questions about the game or whatever, you can just ask them here and I'll answer it, or if you want to see something, if you want to see the map or whatever.
I'm no longer a match for the claws beneath, if I ever was. If I face it, it will kill me. Of this I have no doubt. The Banuk blood in my veins.
The stuff that he's talking about right now,
claws myself.
I've actually
See it brought down. And dead men see preciously.
already killed what he's talking about, but he doesn't know it.
I'll do what I can.
I've no doubt you can do quite a lot. The stories say the claws
Oh,
beneath
no, I'm well
returns
into the
here only
game.
once every 6 winters. The whispers I've heard
This
say
was
it now makes its home on the
some
northeast edge
DLC
of the cut.
that came out after the game was already released.
Wait. I
And
fought a rock breaker not far from here.
I'm probably about halfway through this. But in the regular game, I've only got one thing left to do to beat it.
It wasn't easy.
After they finish talking, I'll show you.
By the blue light. I knew you were a formidable huntress, but you surpassed my expectations. Here, to show my gratitude.
No, he just found out that I already killed the thing. Alright, so these are the quests. Oh, like, okay, so the main quest. I mean, these are all the ones I've completed. And the sides. Errands. They have bandit camps. I've done all of those. I never do those. You can override machines, and the cauldrons is where you learn the ability to do that. So I've done all of those. When you first start, the whole map is covered in this clouds like this. And I mean, my whole thing is open. Every green little campfire is someplace I've already been. But I don't have much left in this, and I'll beat it, and I'll probably play it again. So if you want to see it from the beginning, you can. Have I done them all what? Yeah.
My word, you either hunt well or you don't hunt at
Oh,
all.
I've done every one of them in the game. There's still a few more to do. You know, in this particular game that I'm currently playing.
You're Aloy,
But no,
right?
I've done everything
My pop,
multiple times.
Bergund, told me you might be heading up to see me. Varja, pleasure. Hey, that spear is really something. You've customized her, haven't you?
I've made a change or two. You've got an eye for weapons.
I wish these Banuk agreed with you. I can't seem to sell scrap to a Glentalk around here. Everyone wants boring old bows and spears. I like the more unusual stuff. And the Banuk can get unusual. Like that spear Aratak hauls around, an ice rail. Ooh, or that weapon of Araya's? What I wouldn't give to poke around inside one of them.
And then I told her that I had to poop.
Those. Feel the lightning on my fingers. Or inside of anything, really. Last commission I had was a month ago. A weapon that spat fire.
It's
Didn't go well.
it's not different every time in that it depends on the dialogue depends on what you do first. So I mean, they can say different things depending on which way you go. Because I mean, it's just an open world. You can do whatever you want, and sometimes like you might come across something, you know, just happen upon it. But there'll be another spot in the game that if you contact this particular person first, they may tell you about that mission, and then you can go look for it, as opposed to just happening across it.
You think you could improve Aratak's spear?
I've never seen a weapon that couldn't be improved by Ostrom Crap. You know, I tried to ask him if I could hold her once. Even offered to improve her for free.
How'd that go?
How do you think? He just grunted and kept walking.
What do you know about Araya's weapon?
You mean the Storm Slinger? I'm dying to figure out what makes one tick. Me and no one else, apparently. They're all happy to believe those things run off shaman hocus pocus. If I got my hands on one, I'd show those Banuk the power of good old-fashioned Ostrom elbow grease.
A weapon that spits flame, huh? Like this one? I took this thing off an Oseram bandit. Think you could do anything with it?
I
You
do
got
think
my
I
torch
have
fire back?
done absolutely everything in this game.
Well, if you took down Ulgrid and his goons for this thing, I guess she's yours now.
Why don't you finish it?
As a matter of fact, well,
Make
watch,
her
I'll show you.
into the weapon she was supposed to be.
Thought you'd never asked. I'm gonna need a bellowback snout. Any bellowbacks will do. Can you handle it alone?
I think I can manage that. This forge fire of yours. What do you need to finish it up?
Like I said, a bellowback snout ought to do it. I'm not picky.
If I find anything else, I'll be sure to bring it to you.
You better.
Alright, so if we go to okay, this is for this particular game. I've done 89.18% just in the Frozen Wilds. I'm a little over halfway through, which is what I mentioned earlier, but down here under other, look at time played. 500, my glasses, 500 and something hours, 577 and a half hours, which is probably not very healthy. I mean, 577 hours is, what's that? 24 days that I've played this game. It's much. I know.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked. But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with his course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted. To return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care.
No.
I should have known she would find a way to push aside my
I've
speed.
played Spider-Man a lot, but not 11 times.
Not all of her came back.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron. New metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted. No way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
Well, and I'm not going to go do that right now. I've got other stuff to do before. That's who I'm looking for.
Aloy! Oh,
Remember that guy?
what fortune. I thought you'd already gone up the mountain.
Gilden? It's good to see you. Strange, since you're not stuck in a ruin somewhere, but good.
Oh, listen to her. Circumstances being what they are, one might expect a blunter tongue, but not her. Rumors abound in Song's Edge. A campaign to exorcise some sort of daemon, led by a Nora girl who became the chieftain of a Banuk Werak? Would have sounded like nonsense before I met you. So, I came, I suppose. I'm not sure what I have to offer you, but...
I understand, Gilden. Thanks for coming to see me off.
Watch yourself up there, girl. You owe me a story when you come back down.
Talk or we can hunt.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that. Let's see. Oh, I've got a... Oh, I need to deliver 2 things. And once you've lit up a campfire, if you have a fast travel pack, you can fast travel to any of the campfires. But... I've got a golden fast travel pack, so I get to keep it and use it over and over. Yay for me. I need... Well, I need to see what's going on over here.
Inatut. As we are bound by laws, you are bound by wire. Yet your crime was the act of killing. So we must drive you out. Away from the Werak, from protection, from our songs.
My chieftain, Copeland, am I not your favorite fighter? Do you not recognize me from this tooth you knocked out?
How many times have I pulled you from danger by your neck? Made excuses for your behavior? You are my favorite.
You think?
But the shaman is decided. While you wait for exile, think on what brought you here.
A test of strength. Who among us would refuse a challenge from an outlander? Not I! But I did not kill him!
Hush, hush. You can tell your story to the ice.
You took Artok's mantle.
It's mine now.
I would like to see that fight.
They said that you killed someone.
Perhaps I did. Even my chieftain accepts that it must be so.
That's not the way it works for me. Want to tell me your story?
I did fight with the Karja hunter to settle a challenge. That much is true.
Like Mario Brothers or
He was
like Super
strong,
Mario Brothers?
damn quick. We traded punches. Good punches. Hard punches. And the next thing I remember... Gray morning light. And the Karja beside me. With his head broken open. But the blow was not by my hand.
Isn't your Werak supposed to support you? At least give you the benefit of the doubt?
When our Werak had cause to quarrel, I was the solution. To fight for its honor and win, they'd call on me. Or, when they needed
Call 3 was my favorite.
appearances, I could do that too. Now when Outlander is murdered without honor, all eyes are on me. I have become my Werak shame.
They don't want an instant with Karja, so you take the fall.
But it's what I do best.
So everyone knows you
OMG,
started the fight
what?
with this man.
Of course. For honor, I'll fight anyone. If I wasn't bound, I'd fight to prove myself right now.
I don't think that would help you.
This is what I am. Each runner in the Werrick has a gift.
Yeah,
I
it was,
brawl. None can take a punch
that's the best
fall
one.
better than I can.
2 is like,
This time, I was
I don't
too
know, it's like
drunk.
really dark or
We were
something.
grappling. He clapped my ears. I took one last swing as I went down, but not a killing blow. It can't have been.
And for your punishment, they'll exile you from Werrick?
From warmth, march me up the slopes of the cloud shear, leave me stripped and exposed.
That's awful.
If I survive, the land has absolved me. That's the law. It must be accepted.
It's still awful.
I'm not stupid. I don't like my chances either. I can't fight a mountain.
I'll be honest, you haven't got a good defense in it.
I've heard that one before.
Where did the fight happen?
A clearing, just outside the Karja Outlanders camp. You should talk to them. They wouldn't hear me out. They say no one else could have been there, other than me and the dead man. The shaman consulted the signs in the snow and agreed.
I'll see what I can find out. And I'll be back.
I'll be here. What else am I gonna do? Until the Horn gives a call from my exile.
I liked Mortal Kombat, but wasn't one I really got into.
Hey, Lord. Ain't it the same way for ages?
What can I do for you, Bergrand?
Mourn my poor departed luck. I finally met
The woman that I was talking to about all the weapons and stuff is his daughter.
No provisions, junk equipment, no idea how to strip a machine for parts. Asked me to outfit them for a long trip. You know me, Aloy. I'm sentimental. So I did it.
Well, you can get good at a game if you like gaming and you only have one.
Just look what they did to this Thunderjaw heart. But that was ages ago. And I'm starting to worry about that.
Tell me, Bergrand, are you worried about their well-being or your purse strings?
A man.
Uh-huh. What kind of deal was this, really?
Just what I said. I was nothing but generous, Aloy. After they dropped this ruined heart at my feet, I even gave them another chance. Sent them to fetch a few other parts I needed.
But you haven't seen them since.
Yeah, in both fighting games, I think you had some problems.
What do you mean they couldn't
Did you
harvest
have
parts?
some aggressions you needed to take out on somebody?
That's shaman's work, you see. The hunters take down the machine. The shamans slice them up. No shaman with these three. Just two youngsters sniping at each other. And that big fella standing there smiling.
So if the Banuk don't usually hunt without a shaman, what's the story with these three?
They weren't telling. But hammer to steel. It's not a happy story, whatever it is.
You said they asked you to outfit them for a trip. A trip to where?
Not sure. But I heard them chattering about the Sundom and they thought I wasn't listening.
So they're leaving Banuk territory.
Sensible behavior. Still, I get the sense this wasn't a sightseeing trip. They're running from something.
You still got some R&R?
I'm not a debt collector, Bergrand. If I look for them, it'll be to make sure they're all right.
Of course, of course. Fires of the Forge, forgive me. I actually like these idiots. The molten steel of youth and all that. But if you do manage to find them, you could remind them of the deal we made. A scorcher claw, a loop of sinew from a stalker, and a snap.
I just went and got another
If
bottle.
they bring me those parts, their debt's paid. And then some. Just make sure they don't bust them up too badly.
I'll consider it.
Last I saw them, they were heading northeast.
Only buy half a fifth at a time.
If you decide
Because if I buy a fifth, I'll drink a fifth.
It feels like it's been forever since Sakura started her painting. When will it be finished?
Did you hear that dude say,
Good luck talking to
talking about Sakuli and her painting? She hadn't finished because I have the pigments and she needs them. But we...
These new hunters are so eager to prove their worth.
Let's see, where the hell is she? Oh, there she is. Well, maybe it will.
Cheap bows and shot the spears, then past bandits never looked right. How does that play us?
That's her.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small.
Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut.
Well, yeah. Like a long time. But even now, it still takes quite a bit. I mean, I've probably been going at this one since before Christmas.
Wrong way for sure.
I mean, I don't play every day or nothing.
View you've got up here. It's a
I mean, you know, I might go a week or two without playing at
How
all.
fleeting we are, and the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how
But then
the
I
light
might play,
beams across
you know,
the land.
6, 7, 8 days in a row.
That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many
Yeah,
artists.
well, that's
have you?
okay.
Song's
And
Edge needs new stories.
It's a really
I scrubbed
interesting
its
story,
past out as
learning the
rock to
characters
start
and...
anew, but a new start needs new colors.
Oh,
Fresh
you know what?
writings,
I just thought of
like
another
none
game
have seen.
that I have played a lot, but there's 5 of them. The Uncharted series. The game is awesome.
Ray said you two were friends.
I paint about what I feel now, not the way things used to be. Araya understood. Most Banuk didn't. I would have been exiled if she hadn't had Aratak take me into their werak.
Have you always been a painter?
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving. Would you look at that, Nora girl? You've bought me all I need. Do you always travel with your pockets full of paint stuffs?
Honestly, Sakuli, I go around filling my pockets with most of everything.
Stop. I'm beginning to like you. I work alone, but come back around later, and I'll have something for you then.
That's me.
Maybe it's a machine rider who looks like you.
Where's she going?
You tell me. To ruins or mountains, through flood or thaw, past, future, destiny. But I don't think she's scared of any of it. You helped me, inspired me, and the people of the cut. Let this be inspiration for you.
Yeah, I knew there was a little bit of a delay.
A job well done.
but I'm not ready to go back to the ground.
Cool.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were remain in the cut.
Alright, so I delivered that. Now I need to deliver some figurines. Damn, I've already been playing for 31 minutes. It doesn't seem like it. Yeah, but part 2 is supposed to come out in November. But it's going to be on the PS5, so I guess I'm buying that. And it's about to get quiet for a second. Hang on.
Ursus Americanus, the magnificent American black bear. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Beautiful. How fierce you must have been. That fur. You never even felt the cold, did you? He hadn't preserved you.
I'm recording
Would
the
anyone even know you
strategic and
disappeared?
operational value at roughly 0 point squat. No reason we shouldn't pack the staff onto a vert and send them back to Nowheresville as soon as the gates are locked. Enjoy basic income, ding-dongs. Visitor centers of bust. I'm recording the strategic and operational value at...
I hate to interrupt.
This dude is hilarious.
Yes. Hello.
I mean, not funny, hilarious, but like...
Forgotten beast. Welcome. I'm
so stupid.
Aloy. The Shrine of what?
When the old world still breathed, great man built a tiny totem to this beast and stored the visages. When the totem was placed on the pedestal, the animals painted onto the empty air, and the beast lives again. Well, almost.
There are 7 pedestals. Where are the other 6 figurines?
I found this one in the wild.
Well, he's a shaman.
Remembered the indentations in the pedestal.
All the shamans look like that.
Saw how they matched the base of the totem. But as you say, it's one of 7, isn't it? The great Montana Recreations must have made more. Time has scattered them.
So these totems, the images they show are of animals that no longer exist. They're gone, like the old
So you'd go to a Comic-Con dressed like one of the shamans from this game?
To think such magnificent creatures are lost to us that we never even knew they were here. We rely as much on beasts as we do on machines. For food, for warmth, but do we study them with the same fervor? I do. For example,
Joy volunteers at Comic-Con. She goes all over the place. Been to Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas. They got one coming up in Lafayette here in a few weeks. She's been to Texas.
Bloody meat. See? Natural causation.
Been doing this for about a year. She's got a lot of interesting people that do like anime, and she was a handler for some dude that was on Game of Thrones.
You said a great
Kind
man
of interesting stuff.
Indeed. He was, I believe, a student of
I mean, I couldn't care less, but
like me. But
I heard the boys get into it.
1,000 times over. The great Montana recreations. Perhaps the finest natural scholar the old world ever produced. His voice claims responsibility for the
Montana Recreations, the finest natural scholar the world ever produced.
His desire to understand the beasts, to catalog their behaviors and preserve their images. I like to flatter myself that I'm an apprentice.
What type of stuff is your client into? Because we may like it. I mean, if you know the name of the person that does it, no, I know who you're talking about. But if you find out like who his favorite anime person is, or get a list of ones he likes, she knows a bunch of them like personally, and can probably get like some of their work autographed or something, no cost.
I have 6 figures.
I mean, I can't promise anything, but I mean, we could try.
I didn't know if I'd ever see the whole collection reunited. And look at them. They're beautiful. You've done a great thing, Aloy. These may represent the last record that any of these beasts ever lived. Take this. It's the least I can do.
What do you hear this dude talk about the different animals and
now we're animal friends.
what they do? It's funny.
That's all I need to know.
Are you sure? You can never learn too much.
Ursus Americanus, the magnificent American black bear. Brought to you by
Montana Recreations.
How would you like to find yourself cornered by that thing?
I suspect I'd like it very much indeed. What a beautiful beast you were.
Puma Concalo, the fearsome cougar. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
His coat is sand-colored. Bit of burrower on him? Perhaps those teeth were only used for digging.
Bison, bison, bison. That's the actual Latin name of the regal American bison. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Latin? Perhaps that's some sort of old world custom in which one repeats the name of a particularly revered animal.
Ursus Arctos, the menacing grizzly bear. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Those claws look like they could rip someone in half.
Perhaps in its youth, but you heard Montana Recreation. She said it's grizzled, old. Its hunting days are behind it.
Odocoius virginianus, the majestic mule deer. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Not built like a predator. Perhaps it needed those horns to take down its prey in the absence of sharp fangs.
Canis lupus, the enigmatic gray wolf. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Could it be that these wolves and our foxes are the same somehow? Perhaps after hundreds of winters. No. No, that's ridiculous.
The Banuk might find...
Alcest. The noble moose. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Of course, this moose used those bizarre growths to blend in with its forest home.
Care to talk about these figurines of yours?
They're not really mine, but I've always got time to talk about them.
That's all I need to know.
Are you sure? You can never learn too much.
Alright, now what? Now I shall be fighting.
Something tells me those are Bergren's missing hunters.
What, you like the fights?
I don't suppose you three know an Osram and Song's edge called Bergren, do you?
Boys, that con artist sent an errand girl to collect what's owed to him.
I'm nobody's errand girl. Bergren asked me to help harvest parts. Or would you rather keep trying to sell me broken junk?
Broken junk? This pack will be on the move soon. No time to argue. If she's offering to help, we should accept it.
Fine. We're about to take down these machines. If you're so eager to help, then lead the way.
Alright. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
You're not gonna like this.
Well, I'll kill him before he even triggers one of my traps. I want him to chase me. Well, That wasn't very exciting.
Don't know what business this is of yours, Outlander. Didn't you come here to harvest parts for us or something?
Who's better than us, huh? Nobody. That's who.
All right, Outlander.
These are helpful.
Yeah.
Bitter, though.
Who's better than them? They didn't do anything.
That's done. You three are pretty handy in a fight.
Thanks, I guess. Not that we needed your help. We are doing just fine without you.
That's not the way Berggren tells it. He says you tried to settle up with him using a shattered Thunderjaw heart.
What? That's an exaggeration. It was only broken in two.
Urkai, we don't have time for this. Come on, boys, back to the hunt. We still need 2 more of Berggren's components.
What's the rush?
We want out of these lands as soon as possible. That's all you need to know.
Why are you leaving the cut?
Well, we could go back to Banor. Let undercuts slit our throats.
By the blue light, Urkai. Why don't you just write our story in the snow for any passing hunter to read? We had a dispute with the chieftain of our old Werak. We thought someone else should have been in charge. He disagreed.
It seemed like a good time to move on, so we are traveling to the sun.
From here to the Sundom. It's a long trip.
Seems worth it. Sometimes survival is about knowing when to leave and where to go.
Yeah, and in this case, survival means us getting as far away as we can from Banor. We've seen enough red snow.
What's the plan once you get there? What will survival be about then? Look.
All that matters is that we get there. And to do that, we need shards. So if you'll excuse us.
No. I haven't been to the doctor yet.
So this Thunderjaw heart you brought Berggren.
Let me ask you this, all right? Why would it matter that the heart was broken into 2 pieces? Can't you just stick it back together?
Of course you can't just stick it back together.
I just meant...
Oh, I bet that scam artist Arsarim could. He just wants to send us on another stupid errand.
Oh, he's not so bad. I like Berggren.
Like
Try to
him?
go
Tulamak, he
Thursday,
sent us out
Friday.
in the snow to nearly die under the feet of a Thunderjaw. And
Boys,
Got too much going on tomorrow.
up! Ugh. Every time someone brings up that stupid heart.
The young one, we had to get his passport. And the oldest one has an appointment with the counselor tomorrow.
I've got the scorch
And I need to
claw
work.
Berggren was asking for. That only leaves the Stalker Sinew and the Snapmaw Fang.
You should hold on to it. You're coming along to the next hunt after all, aren't you?
I suppose somebody's got to keep you three out of trouble.
Fine. I guess you'll have to tag along then. But don't start thinking you're one of us. The bloody snowdrifts aren't accepting new hunters.
The bloody
snowdrifts? That's what you want to call our Werak?
Yeah, it's not great to die.
Oh, it's not like your names are any better. You. We're headed northwest, to the ruins near Hollow Hall. We'll be waiting. The crystal.
I guess that's as close as I can get. I guess that means I better go to the doctor. Well, as Joey said on Friends, I'm not just some social work that you can just do. No, I know. That's a glint honk. 3 dead glint honks, but they're glint honks. That one's dead. And that one's dead. Have you seen the volcano? There it is. Watch. If you look close, you can see lightning in like the plume of ash. There, you saw it? And that's Thunder's drum. I'm gonna have to go there. Look, the people I'm supposed to meet are there. They are. And I'm just gonna start killing from up here.
Got their attention.
Hey, she starved without us. Let's get down there, flaming skulls.
That is not our name.
Maybe we should table this argument until after the hunt?
Uh-oh, there's a stalker. They can disappear. Hate them. I don't know who he's shooting at. Oh, got him.
Nothing gets my blood running like a hunt.
That's another part down. One more and you'll have what you need to pay off Bergrand.
Starting to feel real, you know. I'm starting to believe we're really gonna get out of here. Honestly, I wasn't sure we'd survive a week without Nakoni. But here we are.
Who's Nakoni?
Nakoni
Ooh, I just found some melatonin. Sweet.
She challenged the chieftain for control of the Werak.
She didn't make it.
No. If you're gonna tell this story, tell it true. She was murdered.
I'll finish this little mission thing. And, hang on. I had to take my melatonin. I'll finish this mission and then,
Is this why you
probably wrap it up for tonight.
Because of this business with Nakoni and your chieftain?
Because holy crap, another half hour's passed and it feels like 5 minutes.
We couldn't stay.
And I do have to get up. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. We got to be in Lafayette for like 8 a.m.
What are we to tie?
And
We are Banuk, aren't we? Survive and prevail. That's what we do.
you know, I don't want to stay up till 2 or 3 playing. Because there's been many times that, oh, I'm just going to play for a few minutes, and then all of a sudden it started getting brighter and brighter.
Nakoni challenged the chieftain. Why?
Only could wrap himself in power and authority the way some people wrap themselves in furs.
I'm not tired of playing. I'm just tired.
Belongs to him. You might get a spot on
Of course, I'm always tired. Because I don't have my medicine.
Those willing to lick the bottoms of Oniku's feet, and the rest of us, waiting for things to get better.
Until Nakoni.
She was the best and bravest of us. She was the one who took a stand.
What happened? How did you lose Nakoni?
She challenged the chieftain to a hunting competition. Oniku, damn him, he wasn't nearly the hunter Nakoni was. But who comes back to the camp after the trial? Oniku, grinning like a snap ball, crowing, "Oh, where's little Nakoni?"
Yep.
We tracked Nakoni through the woods. Found her not far from the trailhead.
Their damn neck snapped.
I don't want to remember her like that. Sometimes that memory, it's all I can think of.
I'm sorry to die. It sounds like she meant a lot to you. To all of you.
And I keep watching all the cutscenes for your benefit.
Look, it doesn't matter, okay? What happened in Banor is buried in Banor.
Like, I know their whole story.
Now is what happens in the Sundom. That's where the burning turkeys are going to make a
The
name for
burning
themselves,
turkeys.
right?
Oh, the burning turkeys? Seriously?
It rolls off the tongue.
Sort of like vomit?
So, where to next?
There's a lake just west of here. Seems like a good place to find a snapmare thing. We'll meet you there.
If you beat us there, just wait by the campfire. We'll be along.
Do you appreciate the burning turkeys?
No sign of them yet. Guess I'll just sit and wait.
Looks like she beat us to it.
Well, what are we waiting for? Weapons at the ready!
To the hunt, sunshine snowshoes.
No, rejected.
We'll
That's a
discuss it
snap
later.
ball. You've seen those before. We got the piece we needed already. Where'd everybody go? Cool, that water's cold. Fish. Yep. I just killed the fish. It's funny because, like, yeah, she dives into freezing water and no big deal, but sometimes you'll be walking in the mountain, she's like, oh, it's like 1,000 winters coming all at once. I know there's some more machines over here to kill. Or maybe I do get them all. Huh. Nope. Let's go find them.
Let's see what this blue gleam is worth.
Seriously. There they are.
Red light means trouble.
I've never seen one of those just walk around like that. Is it still buffering? It must be buffering on your end.
Come here. Let's have a proper goodbye, huh?
There. That's the last of Bergren's parts. Looks like you three are out of debt.
For now. Until Orkai breaks something else.
It was one time!
You make a nice shaman, Aloy. Thanks for lending a hand. Maybe.
I'm gonna pause it.
Sundom sometime.
You won't have me to strip your kills now. Are you three gonna be all right?
Doesn't look that hard, really. We'll be fine.
Great. He watches 3 successful harvests and he's suddenly a shaman.
When you get to Song's Edge, talk to Bergrand. If he can't teach you himself, I'll know someone who can.
Sure. And I bet he charges us for the introduction.
Thank you, Aloy. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I guess this is goodbye. How does it feel, putting Banuk lands behind you?
The only thing I would have missed is already gone.
Let all those rotten Banor suckers freeze to death.
It's a little much, guy, don't you think? It's strange. What is it to be Banuk after Banur forsakes you? How do we decide who we are? How about you, Aloy? Who do you think we are? What will you remember of us?
You can hear me? Because it's parts like this where you can, like, choose, and she'll have a different answer based on what you, or, you know, how you want to answer, which one you want to see. What you fight for, what you've endured, or what you've accomplished.
You lost someone you care about. That leaves a wound. The sort of wound a lot of people don't recover from.
Yeah. I've got nothing but scars to show for it.
That's the point. Only survivors scar. After everything you've been through, you keep going.
We're the Scars of the North.
Scars of the North. Sounds pretty tough, doesn't it?
Thank you, Aloy. It's a good name. One we'll honor.
Alright, now I gotta return to Bergrand. And let's see, that is a long ways away, so I will be fast traveling. You can fast travel to anything that looks like there's three or four little buildings. Those are towns. You can fast travel to those. You don't have to have a campfire for that one. I kind of like their name, the Burning Turkeys. Because it was brought to you by Montana Recreations. Where's my guy? Oh, there we go.
Friend, why do they remain in the cleft?
Bergrand, how'd your investment pay out?
Quite handsomely, thanks very much. You know those three crazy Banuk are calling themselves the Scars
of the North.
Well, now that I have those parts, I can pay off a debt of my own.
So they've gone south then?
Aye, that they have. I got a friend in the Sundom by the name of O'Toole. He owes me a favor. Old O'Toole is a machine scavenger, a pretty competent one. So I sent them to learn the best.
Or at least from the pretty competent.
Well, we work with the resources we have. Speaking of which, here, a token of my gratitude.
Talk or we can hunt.
should not pile his father's guilt on... The new project needs you.
Alright, where's the campfire? I need to save and time to put on some friends.
Bandits have truly encamped at Stone Mill. I fear for all of us.